Hi, I'm Dave Bisbee with Back on Course Golf,
I'm Janice Thornton with JT Fitness and Golf.
and we're going to talk a little bit in this segment about how you can use fitness to be a better golfer.
So Dave, let's talk about internal hip rotation and how this affects the golf swing, or I should say lack of internal hip rotation, and how this affects the golf swing. What are some golf flaws, swing flaws that students have?
Well, a lot of golfers have heard about sway, right?
Yes.
In a golf swing. And sway just simply means it's a sideways movement of the body during the course of the swing. And lack of that internal hip rotation, or the inability to do that, can cause sway.
Right.
So a lot of times when you're asking somebody, well, you're swaying, just stop doing that.
Right.
They really can't.
Correct. Well, and I'm someone who does have a sway in my swing at times. My husband will tell me I'm dancing with my golf club. And so I really have to work on loading this right side to make sure that I can actually get some rotation. So we were talking about your, I don't want to say lack of internal hip rotation for yourself,
True.
but let's show everyone an exercise that you can do without any equipment. And I would highly recommend that you actually do this in front of a mirror when you do this exercise, so you can actually watch yourself. Because if you're someone who slides and sways, and again, I'm that person, I can't ever tell when I'm sliding and swaying in my swing.
Yeah. Until just after you've hit the shot.
Until after I've hit the shot, that I'm like,
Right.
oh, I did not rotate. Let's show what people can do in front of a mirror.
Yeah.
And do it along with me. So
Right.
we want to be able to get that internal hip rotation. So we're going to just bring our hip back and then
Correct.
come forward.
Yeah.
You know, you
And
can-
from a good posture. You want to get
Yeah,
into a good golf posture to begin with.
Correct.
Yeah, because if you're sitting down,
Yeah, you
Like
don't
if
want
you
you don't
get-
want
if
to be
you
like
get in
squatting
that-
like
yeah,
that.
exactly.
Yeah, get
Makes it
into a
hard to do.
good
Yep.
healthy posture.
Yeah.
And then you're going to just bring back and forward.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Now, another great way to tell if you've done that correctly, if you go into that, so where's your weight now?
It's on this side,
On
but
that back foot.
it's on my back foot. Yes.
Yeah, and that's how this rotation actually lets you shift weight. You know, you talk about weight shift in the golf swing as well. If you're going this way, that's not really weight shift. That's moved to the outside of that. When you turn that hip out of the way, it loads that weight into that right foot, so you've got something
So
to
now
push
you can
off
push
on.
up.
Yeah,
So a lot of times I actually will focus on shifting to the inside of my trail foot, so that way I can really get more of a rotation in there instead of sliding my way down the fairway,
yes,
which doesn't work very well.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think for people at home, when you're wanting to work on this, as Janice said, getting in front of a mirror, it is just that ability to go that way into that swing, and then when you look back up in the mirror, you haven't moved the entire body off to that side.
Yep. So there's also an exercise that you can do that is a great exercise, or actually two exercises, with the Golf Forever Swing Trainer. So let me show you those. So with this exercise, you're going to attach your swing trainer tubing, use the handle. We actually have it attached to the golf cart. Makes it nice and easy. So you want to get into your athletic stance, get into your golf posture. You're going to start with your arm out, and then you're going to rotate that body and make sure that your free arm is reaching for the tubing, and come forward. Rotate back and forth. One thing to avoid is just pulling. We want to get that rotation in there as well, like that. Now, same with if we're pulling, we also want to be pushing. And so you're going to want to start with your feet straddled, your arm out. You're going to push out and back, push out and back. Shift your weight, front to back foot, and just punch like that. That'll be a great way to help train your body to get into more internal hip rotation when you make yourself do it, and you get some little bit of thoracic rotation in there as well.